ready!
Hello everybody, I'm Derby and welcome to Final Fantasy Randomizer Part 1. I know I've been doing a live stream of this, but lately I've been going through some issues with the internet and everything, and I decided just to make videos on it and everything. Don't worry, I'm not going to be uploading any videos until I get past the part that I originally stopped at in my live stream. But anyways, let's get to it. Alright, so I'm going to be doing this on easy. Now, it doesn't matter what difficulty I pick because it's all going to be the same anyways. No matter on what difficulty, it's the randomizer itself that's going to determine the difficulty, really. But anyways, to start off with this fight, it's just basic. Just keep attacking the enemies. Really not much we can do in skills here. You do have potions. You should have potions on you. I believe about 10 or so. You don't have to really worry about using the potions till later. And I'll go over that later. But yeah, just keep attacking him. And you'll go into phase 2 here. Same thing. Just keep attacking him. And it shouldn't take too long. Now, depending on your settings in Randomizer, like you put in the Randomizer, lightning will always start off with attack. So it says they always get attacked. It's not until chapter 3, I believe it is, when we get to Criterion and the Paragons that the abilities will get shipped around or anything, or the abilities will get shipped around. So between chapters 1 and 2, you'll have attack. Now I did wind up getting attacked later on. Because it is better to set up the randomizer with having an attack least on your party. Because it makes it a lot difficult if you don't. You'll get some strange fluids and some gummy oil. I did show off that I did cut out a lot of these like random fights and everything. But at the end of a random fight, I did show exactly what I got. To go in the shop here, the shop's also randomized. So as you see, we got potions and Phoenix down. Also, if I didn't show off what I got at the end of a fight, it meant that I got nothing at the end of that fight, and there was no point. This fight I kept in just to show off the basics. You can just keep attacking them. Lightning also has Blitz, as you see here. So she can pretty much do some damage to at least 2 or more enemies on the field. Plus, it does help bring the stagger up just a little bit. But yeah, as you saw, I got nothing there. Seeing that I kept the fight in, I kept that in as well. But the ATB is also randomized too. Like normally, attack would be like 3. Now it's reduced to like 1. Attack is 1. That was the spark plug I got. But that was reduced to 1. Blitz is normally 1, I believe. That was reduced to 2. I got nothing in that last fight. Also, the treasure is randomized as well. So here we got some ooze. Not much really between chapter 1 and 3, or 1 and 2. It's just pretty much all straightforward. Here, I got a little confused because there is a treasure sphere around here, so here I had to go backwards to find it. Wound up running into this fight here. You got some monkey ooze. I forgot where the treasure was at the time, but once I got up here, I was like, okay, it's over here to the right. Yeah, so it's right here. I could have gone the other way, as you see on my map there. I could have gone the other way and grabbed it, but I didn't realize that was there. And that's an accessory that we'll use later on. Or actually, that I'll probably sell later on. So this was a force fight, so I decided to keep this in. Just basic, just keep attacking and you can kill them quickly. I believe lightning strength went up as well as stats too. And that's randomized as well, their stats and everything. Those are all randomized. So if you see me doing a lot more damage than what you would normally see in a normal playthrough, that's because why. And we got a potion there. That's actually a vanilla drop right there. Normally those enemies will drop potions.
Alright, you leave this to me.
Got torn leather from that one.
Hey, this way. Come on. Seems to be in working order.
And just activate this switch and then we'll go into the boss fight up here.
Not our lucky day.
Now I made a mistake here. You don't I wouldn't aim for the big guy there. I would go for the soldiers first. Wipe them out and then focus on the big guy. You just knock him into stagger, and by the time he's in stagger, he should die easily. Now, as you see, my health is getting low. I wouldn't really risk losing potions or using potions unless you absolutely have to. You only do have a limited supply until much later. So you'll see me risking a lot. And I mean a lot. It's 30 bone. Other items. Okay, so now we're snow, and then we got the hero's amulet, which is an accessory I'll use later. My controller here is a little bit messed up, so when you see the characters walking a little bit funny, it's because of my analog stick. It's been a issue of mine that I've had for a long time. I did switch to a better controller, so it does get a little bit better. Alright, so here we do got LeBro in our party. A good thing about this is you won't have to use potions. And I got a lot with no drops either. But here you don't have to use any potions whatsoever. LeBro is actually the healer of the group. So if you get low on health, LeBro will actually heal you.
Don't you kids go follow
Get 30 bone. But you will lose her here soon. Yeah, that's my lovely controller.
We're not losing to SciComm, you hear me?
Got Aqua Ring there.
Sorry, boss.
I got lucky with that, even with the analog stick giving me problems, I was still able to get around them. Got torn leather. Alright, so now the behemoth. Usually behemoths in any Final Fantasy game are a pain in the ass to deal with. But with this one, he's not too much of an issue. You just keep attacking him. Snow also has grenades that you can use on him as well. I don't think they really do much, because grenades really won't come into play until much later on in this chapter. But just normal attacks will basically... see, it really doesn't do too much.
How about this?
You get normal attacks will basically wipe them out. Like I said, don't worry about healing. LeBro will actually heal you. And we get the spark plug. And it's right after the cutscenes you'll be forced into this fight here. Yeah, so you basically go confront the behemoth, you watch a couple cutscenes, and then you're fighting this guy right here with lightning itself. Same basic thing, it's just attack, 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 attack. You can use blitz on him, I guess. Yeah, as you saw, I got a little bit risky there. I didn't worry about using potions or anything, just an iron shell. But yeah, I like to take chances in these fights and try not to use as many potions as possible. I do wind up using some in chapter 2. That is something for
Standing
upgrading
there ain't
weapon.
gonna
When your
stop
weapon
us.
gets upgraded to the max, torn leather and monkey ooze. When your weapons get to the max, you can actually use that to upgrade to like tier 2, which makes the weapon much stronger. And you're not actually supposed to get that so much later in the game.
Don't go rushing in on your own.
C tier, that's for upgrading weapons. I'll explain more of the upgrading weapons once we get to that part. It'll be, I think,
Look, there
chapter
they are.
4, we get upgrading weapons. Basic soldiers here. This was another force fight. Yeah, you can use grenades on these soldiers, and it actually does damage to all three of them, as long as they are crunched up near each other. If they're spread apart, then it doesn't really work out too well. But later on in chapter 2, the grenades actually are very, very useful to use. It actually saved me from dying or using potions. And you got some sturdy bones. Alright, so now we're Hope and Vanille, and we're about to head into chapter 2.
Can't go any further.
So at the start of chapter 2, we're now
No
Snow and
daydreaming now.
Hope and Vanille. Just keep attacking here. And that's all it basically is just attack that.
Take this.
And then here I got the B&W Outfitter, which is a shop. I show it off right here. Yeah, it's, the shops are randomized too. So we were able to get a shop after that fight. We got some Iron Bangle, Silver Bangle, and Power Wristband, which I don't normally buy anything from the shop because I get a lot of good items throughout the game. So here with these fights, these enemies will drop something called shrouds. Now that's a shroud right there. They're actually buffs in the game that will make you a lot stronger. For at least one fight. And this is actually a very good place to grind for some shrouds. Now you won't get a lot. After you get to the cutscene up here, you won't be able to come back to this area until a little bit later. You play a snow, I think lightning, and then you come back here. And got more shrouds in the torn leather. But I did grind here for some shrouds because I will be using a lot of those later. Another shroud there. Monkey ooze.
What's his?
This area always kind of confuses me a little bit. I always forget you have to hop over that. And that was a shroud. Yeah, so now we play as Snow. If you go right behind you, over here, there's a treasure over here, and it is Iron Bangle. Which is good because it's an accessory that'll increase your health. Now these enemies up here you do have to fight because they're guarding a switch that you have to activate in order to progress. And this is what I was talking about earlier with the grenades. This fight is actually really good with using grenades. I didn't use them right off the bat, but once I realized, once you started throwing grenades, or yeah, like right there when I saw the grenades, I was like, yeah, I could use that to kill him faster. And it throws them in the stagger a lot quicker. Yeah, that's another thing. If you get down to abilities and hit right on the D-pad, it will say repeat. You hit X and it repeats the last move that you did. So I can just constantly throw grenades until they're dead. And then we get torn leather. Yeah, no matter what the randomized options are, you're always going to have grenades with snow.
Suppose folks could learn a thing or two about interior design. There you go.
At least until chapter 3. And I get torn leather.
Scare easy, do you?
These guys drop routes too.
No reason to go
That's
pick
why I
a
was
fight,
farming
right?
here. Catalog. Black belt. I was trying to see if there was a treasure over there. I always forget if there is or not. I know there's one coming right up here. I think, yeah, over there to the right. So you gotta fight these enemies. You got torn leather, another catalog. Now, normally this is supposed to be lightning Gladys, but we got the horns instead. Gladys was one of lightning's weapons. Alright, so we're back to snow again. Almost kind of looks like the same area that we were at before, but it is different. Same thing, if you go right behind you and all the way down here, there's a treasure down here. And it's chip fangs. There's nothing else in either one of just that treasure in both Snow's areas. Now this is the same thing here. There are enemies guarding the switch. You gotta kill the enemies first in order to activate the switch. And just go forward, jump on the platform, and I believe we go back as yeah, Neil and Hope. Now here, I did speed this along. Like I said, I did grind a little bit for shrouds. So after this fight and grabbing this treasure, I speeded along. Another catalog there. I forget what the catalogs actually do. I'll have to look when I go back to doing the rest of the playthroughs. Yeah, I'm just farming for a couple more shrouds here. Not much enemies. You can only do this once though. Once all the enemies are gone here, you're gonna have to be forced to move on. Unless I think if you save the game, exit out, and then come back in, I think the enemies might respawn. I'm not 100% sure. But even so, it takes up a lot of time, and really all the shrouds that I'm getting here should be enough until we get to Grand Pulse. Plus, a lot more enemies dropping shrouds anyway. But that's in case, you know, if you want to farm some more.
Can we take it a little slower?
Some tails. Alright, so now we teamed up with Snow. And all we gotta do here is just pretty much attack these enemies and that's it. Yeah, I would use grenades on them. That would definitely help out a lot. And a lot of times I did forget about the repeat command. But I think I was just going for basic attack as well. Because either or, I mean, once it gets down to one enemy anyways, you really don't need to use your grenades. The grenades are pretty much only useful with 2 or more enemies out. So over here to the left, there's another treasure after fighting these guys. Got more shrouds, some armor. And that's the armors for upgrading. That's for upgrading to Chocobo. More shrouds. Yeah, these enemies here can be kind of a pain in the ass. They're those big guys that I went past there. I think I show it off later. Coming right up here. Those 2 guys right up there. Those 2 guys, you'll more than likely have to use potions on because they do a lot of damage. They'll shoot out fire at you. No, I didn't show it off. But yeah, basically they'll shoot out fire at you. and they do a lot of damage. Now there is where I would probably use a potion or a couple of them if you need to, and you should be alright. Now here we got everybody in the party now, except for Fang. Just kill these enemies up here, and then over to the left is another treasure sphere. Now here you'll probably only have one shroud, which will give you haste. Haste, something else. Oh yeah, I'm gonna equip the Iron Bangle and Lightning to still give her more health. But this shroud is possible, or yes, possible. Faith, bravery, and haste. Yeah, good thing. Now don't attack the middle. Don't do that. Don't attack the middle. I made a mistake on that. Attack the either left arm or the right arm first. Get rid of them first, and then attack the middle. And it's just the same thing over and over. Just make sure to get rid of the arms first, and then attack the middle. And that's pretty much the whole fight. Now here, you'll probably also have to use potions as well. Yeah, you probably got about maybe 5-10 seconds, so I'd say about 10 seconds before the arms regenerate. So it gives you like a few hits in. Somewhere around there. But yeah. After a certain amount of time, you will regenerate his arms and you have to keep attacking him again. But that's pretty much the whole fight. But after this fight, we'll get the Criterion. And you'll see exactly what's randomized and what's not. Yeah, it seemed that Lightning was taking the most damage out of all of them, so that's why I had to use a lot of potions on her. But when you use a potion anyways, it heals all 3 party members. But I usually wait, as you see Lightning there is in yellow. She'll be okay for a little bit. I would wait until the health bar reaches maybe about D before using the potion, and C and Lightning. And then I would start using potion. But yeah, I mean, even if she's in yellow like that, she still should be safe for a while. Yeah, see, like right there, that's where I'd probably use potion. But it is good to use the fossil here, because if you didn't, you could still beat him without it. But with it, it does make it a lot faster. You'll just have to probably be using more potions than using it. But don't use I can't remember the name of it. The other one. You shouldn't be getting any of those unless the game actually listens to you. But I would just only use the fossil and that's it. You really don't need too many buffs in there. Plus, you're gonna need a lot of them later on too, so. We're getting close, only 2 more hits. I think you regenerate the arms one more time, and then kill the arms, and then we kill the arms. Oh yeah, the arms did regenerate before I was able to kill him. But that's when I did risk it, and say, you know what, I'm just gonna kill him. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I just kind of risk it. You're like, you know what, let's just kill him. And we get a belt. So after the cutscenes, you'll be into a 4th fight here. And this is where we do got the Paragons now. But I'm only really sticking with the first one until we can get into this. You only need the first one, really. These guys aren't that hard to deal with.
We're all playing for Team Post.
That happens normally with lightning walking slow like that.
We need to find a way out of here.
That'll
We'll
happen
worry about
in
everything
any
else later.
playthrough. Alright, so now we got the Criterion. I got an accessory slot there, so I went ahead and got that. That's actually really good. Okay, I guess I didn't have enough, but I will be getting that for sure. Because it'll give Lightning another accessory slot and then give her like more stats. Snows ain't got much on him. You could probably max those out quick. Reprieve. Yeah, but I just want to show off the Criterion there.
I'll go scope things out.
Oh, yeah. And then I did my Paragon setup, which is all that right there.
Watch the other.
So fight these enemies here, get the stuff there, and then over here we got Watchman's Amulet, which I will wind up selling it. It's an accessory. But I do wind up selling it for like 3 potions. I will be getting like 99 potions. And I will be using pretty much all of them. I think in my playthrough right now I have about maybe 10 potions left. And that was the 99 that I bought. That I'll be buying later on. So here we got Power Wristband. I'll be using that on somebody soon. I think they use it on Saz later. Over here to the right is another treasure sphere.
This just might work.
Another Watchman's
Magic may
Amulet,
be
which I
cursed,
will
but it
sell
makes us
later on as
stronger,
well.
doesn't it? Was to stop us from
A lot of
putting it to
these
good
items
use.
I'll point out on what to sell, because they're really not useful at all. You can probably keep those, sell those, and use them up for upgrades much later on. Which, that's what I do anyway. So your basic enemies, just keep attacking them and kill them easily. Spark plug. Over here is another treasure sphere. You do have to fight these guys though. Up here, that's for upgrading weapons. To the left up here, is it to the left? No, to the left. Got another treasure spear up here. More enemies. Got some chip things from that. That's an accessory that I'll probably wind up selling. Yeah, I did sell that. Alright, so up here we do have a boss, and this boss is pretty brutal. The reason why I put the Iron Bangle on Lightning is because she needs as much health as possible for this boss. Because this boss has a move that will pretty much kill Lightning instantly. So the more health that she has,
Weird,
the
isn't
better.
it? Of all the messed up ways to meet, I might as well make introductions. I'm Snow Villiers.
Should be right up here somewhere. Okay, maybe. Yeah. Okay, it was probably up a little bit further. But here we got. Oh, it's good to fragment oil. It's good to go ahead and explain this boss as much as possible. Yeah, I knew it. There was another treasure tree up here. I thought I was gonna pass it because this boss, like I said, can kill you instantly if you don't have a lot of health.
This way. I'll take care of this.
But I know he's coming up probably right after this one. Probably in part 2. I think it comes up part 2. Got some more items to upgrade weapons with. Yeah, it'll be part 2. That's a weapon for hope. So I did put that on hope. And it's got stagger maintenance, which is pretty good. It'll help push into stagger a little bit better. Okay, yeah, it's right up here. It'll be in part 2. So that's it for part 1. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.